Hello and welcome to today's episode on Life Saving Aid. Today, what we are going to be discussing is going to be very helpful to new parents, new moms, or anyone around newborns. How do we readily identify when a newborn is unresponsive? Because it can be confusing at times. When you watch a baby, you are not sure, is the baby breathing or not? Is the baby sleeping or is the baby unresponsive? And this is why it's important that you are able to identify that the baby is responsive and not unresponsive. How do we identify a baby that is responsive? First and foremost, you start from the activity. When you look at a child in the cot or wherever the baby is being placed, the baby should have some form of movement. Either they are clenching their fists and opening it, or they are moving their arms, or they are moving their legs or their feet, or trying to make one or two sounds. Those activities are very important. Don't say your baby is a mature baby, it doesn't make noise, it doesn't disturb. No, that child might just be unresponsive. So whenever you see that a baby goes radio silent, everywhere is quiet, please check on that baby. Number two, you check the chest wall and the abdomen of the baby. Check for the rhythmic rising and falling of the tummy. The chest wall is where you're supposed to check to see if the baby is breathing. You see the chest rise up and down. But in babies, because the abdomen is usually more pronounced than the chest, you see that movement more around the tummy. So you look at the tummy area. Is it rising and falling? If it's not rising and falling, please tap the baby to be sure that the baby is responsive. The next thing you do is to check for pulse. And in newborns, where do we check for pulse? We check for pulse at the inner part of the arm. So this is where we refer to as the inner part of the arm. So you check with your two fingers, you press against the inner part of the arm of the newborn. You will feel something tapping on your finger. If that happens, it means there's a pulse. This baby is good to go. But if you are not feeling pulse and you are not noticing any movement, please and please, when you notice baby is unresponsive, if the environment is unsafe for the baby, you quickly move the baby to a safe environment, activate emergency medical services or call emergency medical services. And if it's a place where emergency medical services are not readily available, make plans to get to the hospital. But that window before emergency medical services arrive or before you get to the hospital, what you do can either increase their chances of survival or seal their fate. So what do? You notice baby is unresponsive. You carry the baby and place on a flat hard surface, lying the baby on their back. Give two rescue breath, 30 chest compression, two rescue breath, 30 chest compression. You give two rescue breath. You tilt the head of the baby backward. With your finger, you lift the jaw upward, slightly, not significantly, slightly. You see that the jaw will go upward. What this does is to open the airway so that when you blow air by with your mouth, sealing the mouth of the baby, it will go into the chest. You give two rescue breath like this. One, two. You continue with your two fingers, the lower part of the middle of the chest. You give 30 chest compression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You keep the cycle going. Two rescue breath, 30 chest compression, two rescue breath, 30 chest compression until the baby becomes responsive or emergency medical services arrive at the scene or until you get to the hospital. Please and please, your ability to quickly recognize that a newborn is unresponsive is key when it comes to saving the life of that baby. So please and please, when you're watching your baby and you feel like the baby is not breathing, do the things I have demonstrated. You gently tap on the baby. If there's movement, you know baby is responsive. You are not waking the baby up. You are slightly tapping to see is there movement. If there's no movement, you raise the cloth up to look at the abdomen, the tummy of the baby. Is it moving in and out, or up and down? If there's movement, then there's little to worry about. If there's no movement, you come to the inner part of the arm. You check for pulse. If there's no pulse, quickly give two rescue breath, 30 chest compression, two rescue breath, 30 chest compression. You keep this cycle going until baby becomes responsive, until emergency medical services arrive, or until you get to the hospital. I hope this helps someone out there. Please share this video with a new mom, a new parent, or with someone who is a caregiver to newborns.